I was about 9 months pregnant when I was diagnosed with basal cell carcinoma. It was a devastating time. Never thought it would happen to me, and it did. Cancer is a scary word.
Well, skin cancer is by far the most common cancer out there. There are about 1.5 million new skin cancers diagnosed every year.
About 5 years ago, my dermatologist and I were watching just a small pink freckle on my neck, and it turns out it was basal cell. We caught it early, but then they have to go back in and, cut you again and make sure they get everything around it. It was a wake-up call.
Melanoma is the deadliest form of skin cancer, and 8,000 to 10,000 people a year die from melanoma.
I started going tanning probably about twice a week for a couple years. I was only 24 at the time when I was diagnosed, and my skin was already so badly damaged to the point that I developed a deadly type of cancer. I just cared more about what I looked like than my health, and I thought I was invincible. You never think that you're going to be the one to get cancer.
Melanoma is one cancer that if you don't catch it at an early stage, it metastasizes, it grows, it has tentacles. I mean, it will populate your body. My father had melanoma. He never protected his skin. Luckily, it was early stages of melanoma. They just removed the cancer and he's been fine. But it's terrifying because I went to tanning beds. Your chances of getting melanoma increase by 75% if you tan in a tanning bed. It becomes reality when you see the people passing away. I started Miles Against Melanoma in 2010. I just got this vision. I was a runner. I saw other organizations bring things into their community. I just wanted to start something in my community. I want it to be big so that people have that awareness in their communities. They have a resource, they have support.
Well, Miles Against Melanoma is a great organization that increases awareness. Anybody who can encourage people to get checked and find it early can save lives.
Well, I think a lot of people associate it with just surgery, like, hey, I can get it removed and I'm better then. They don't really realize that it actually gets into your bloodstream and it can infect all your major organs as well.
It's not just going to a dermatologist and getting a mole removed. It's invasive surgery.
The first time I had melanoma, I had a drain tube in my back.
You could smell the skin being taken off, and I had probably 1.5 inch scar in the middle of my chest.
And they removed 2 lymph nodes from my groin, so it was extremely painful and sore.
So every time I wear a V-neck shirt or a strapless top, I'm reminded that I had skin cancer.
A person has melanoma, they realize sort of their mortality, that all of a sudden they have something that could potentially kill them.
Angela and I met our sophomore year at Mizzou. At the end of our sophomore year, she had a mole removed that she never really liked. And they sent it in and it came back as stage 1 melanoma. Didn't really know about melanoma. You think of your grandparents having skin cancer and that it's easily removable and not deadly. So October of 2009, she felt a lump on her side and had it removed, and it was stage 4 metastatic melanoma. She went straight into chemotherapy and radiation, but at that point it spread everywhere. It was actually her mom that told me that she would pass away within a year. And that's a life sentence, 0% chance. And for her mother to actually be able to tell me those words, it's just crazy. My goal is really to get to the younger children because they're the ones that are using the tanning beds. I did until I lost a friend.
Starting this race has changed my life. My first year, I had a goal of having 300 people at my race. I ended up having 600 registrants. I raised over $22,000, and I want to see that grow.
The goal was to have a race in every state.
I want to get just as big as the Komen race, where it's just nationwide with 20,000 people at each race.
We had so many teams come together and celebrate lives of somebody that they had lost.
Just seeing the survivors on the stage telling their stories was very powerful.
I had one team come together. They had 150 participants just on that team. It was amazing. I want people to know that it's something to take very seriously. Know your body. Find a dermatologist and get checked.
Well, the best chance for cure with melanoma is to catch it early, before it's gotten deeper and had a chance to spread elsewhere in the body.
If you see something that is bothersome, if it has a strange border, different color, just be cognizant of that.
If you value a tan that much, you don't have to damage your skin.
You have to look for alternative measures, you know, like the airbrush spray tans or the creams.
It's important to go and have good sun protection so that you minimize the cumulative amount of radiation, really ultraviolet radiation that you get over time.
I would encourage everyone to come out to the Miles Against Melanoma race and participate in any way you can, get the word out. You could save a life.
You go to our website and you see all the pictures of the angels and the survivors.
We encourage you to come out. We need help with our registration tables, handing out waters at the water station, course marshals to just cheer people and applaud people. We would love some extra help and encourage you to come out to have a great day.
This is the kind of situation where if you catch it early, you can save lives, and the more we can get that message out there, the better.